Hello guys, welcome to Nation Sports, a channel that updates you with daily news both from the football and cricket world. Guys, please remember to subscribe because every subscription is valued and appreciated. Today we analyzing the first T20 match of Zimbabwe versus Ireland. In the last over with 2 runs needed off the final ball, Mzarabani managed to get an inside edge that beat the wicketkeeper for a 1-wicket win. Zimbabwe wins 148 runs for the fall of 9 wickets, with Raza having 65 runs, Madhivir having 25 runs, Little with 2 wickets off 17 balls, Young with 2 wickets off 20 balls beat Ireland 147 runs for the of 8 wickets, having Balbirnie with 32 runs, Delaney with 26 runs, Raza with 3 wickets off 28 balls, Narava with 2 wickets off 23 balls by 1 wicket. Brilliant catches, dramatic shifts in momentum and a lucky inside edge. Zimbabwe's last ball win against Ireland had it all in a game that had you on the edge of the seat for the last few overs. Sikandar Raza put on a clinical performance with both bat and ball to lead Zimbabwe to victory in the first ever international match under lights at the Harare Sports Club and a 1-0 series lead against Ireland. But the pace trio of Richard Narava, Blessing Mzarabani and debutant Trevor Gwandu would be hailed as equally import heroes in the dressing room, but not for what they did with the ball. Raza picked 3 wickets to restrict Ireland to 147 runs before navigating the chase with a composed 42-ball 65, with wickets falling at the other end and some heated exchanges from Ireland fielders. But Zimbabwe's work was far from done when Raza fell, thanks to a diving catch by Paul Sterling at cover, with the host still needing 11 runs off 9, and all the established batters back in the dugout. The equation went down to 9 off the final over, and when Narava and Gwandu managed only 3 runs off the first 3 balls, Ireland seemed to have edged ahead. But Narava found a boundary with a leg side swipe to make it 2 needed off 2. The momentum shifted again when Mark Adair ran back from short third to hold onto a blinder, landing on his neck after a full somersault in the process and walked off. That left Mzarabani on strike, with 2 runs needed off the last ball. But to Ireland's dismay, Mzarabani got an inside edge that beat Lorcan Tucker to give Zimbabwe the 2 runs they needed to seal a dramatic win. Raza steers the chase. Ireland dominated the power play with both bat and ball, but Raza was key in bringing Zimbabwe back in the game in both innings. Defending 147 runs, Ireland started tightly with the ball and Tadawanish Maramani was out early, chipping Barry McCarthy to mid-on. Josh Little then had Sean Williams chopping on in next over to put Zimbabwe further under the pump. Raza helped inject some momentum into Zimbabwe's innings with back-to-back boundaries to end the power play. When spin came on, Wesley Madhivir reverse swept George Dockrell for 4 but was out after 1 ball, exposing his stumps and missing his scoop. Raza and Ryan Burl kept Zimbabwe ticking, and the momentum seemed to shift in the 12th over when Raza deposited Gareth Delaney over mid-wicket and Burl powered a drive past long on in a 13-run over. Josh Little kept Ireland in the game with an economical spell, but Craig Young threw a spanner in the works with 2 wickets in 2 overs. He bounced Burl out, with the batter top-edging the pull behind for Tucker to grab. Young struck again when debutant Bennett ended up hitting aerially to mid-off's left and Harry Tector completed a stunning take running to his left and leaping to pluck the ball out one-handed. However, Raza soon got to his 12th T20 I-50 before stepping it up. After top-edging Adair for 4, he hit a 6 over fine leg off McCarthy to start off a productive over. Madden pulled McCarthy for a 6 and 4 to make it a 19-run over to bring the asking rate down to run a ball. At that point, Zimbabwe looked set to see off victory without much trouble, but Little castled Madden before Adair dismissed Luke Jongwe and Raza in an excellent penultimate over. But between Narava, Gwandu and Mzarabani, Zimbabwe managed to squeeze out the victory despite the last over drama. Balbirnie gets Ireland after a flyer. Andy Balbirnie got Ireland after a rollicking start, hitting Narava for 3 fours, including 2 gorgeous cover drives, in the first over. He then took Mzarabani on, slapping him over point for a 4 and a 6. Paul Stirling then welcomed Gwandu to international cricket by hitting him for 3 back-to-back 4s as Ireland raced to 38 for no loss in 3 overs. Mazarabani then slowed Ireland's innings down with some off-pace deliveries. Narava reaped the benefit of the pressure created by the quiet over as he returned to trap Stirling in front with a low full toss. Spin squeeze from Raza. Raza brought himself on immediately after the power play and made instant impact by knocking Balbirnie over with a ball that spun in to beat the experienced batter's attempted sweep and take his leg stump. Ireland struggled to keep the tempo up against spin as Williams got in the act. He beat the batters with 2 beauties in his first over, the 10th of the innings, and got in the wickets column in his next as he had Lorcan Tucker caught at backward point. Raza then picked up his 2nd wicket of the night by bowling Curtis Camphor. Only 53 runs came off the 8 consecutive overs of spin after the power play, and the pressure told as Mazarabani castled Dockrell with a clever off-cutter to leave Ireland on 108 for 5 with 5 overs to go. Raza had his 3rd when he trapped Tector in front with a sidearm delivery that pitched on leg stump, and looked to be sliding down, before straightening to pin him on the front pad. Adair was the next to go, trying to go for a big shot downtown off Narava only to pick out long on. Mazarabani's slower variations brought him another wicket off the next over with McCarthy offering a simple catch to point. Delaney helped Ireland go past 140 with a 20-run final over, which saw him hit 2 sixes down the ground, including one that hit the roof. This is what we had for this edition and we wait for the second match. Guys, always remember to subscribe because every subscription is valued and appreciated. Have a great night.